escuchar un poquito.
¿Quieres uno? Él quiere uno, dice.
Este es una torta de manjar, pero tiene caramelo derretido borracho. Este lleva un poco de limón.
Ron, tequila.
Bro,
Tequila.
let me just say this. If you want to come to Nicaragua, it's good, it's safe. Obviously, you gotta be careful, you gotta know where you're going, but it's safe, man. You know, it's something different. Everybody going to Colombia and DR and Brazil, it's something different, you know. What's good, everybody? We are here in Managua. That's a city in Nicaragua. So today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the dating life, dating culture in Nicaragua. But first I want to say, man, let's see what they got up in here. You guys go ahead and subscribe. This is, I believe, my 4th video in Nicaragua. This will be my last video for now in Nicaragua. So if you guys haven't watched the first few videos, I suggest you do watch them. But to speed you up, I'm here with a friend, Gabriela. We met the first day of my trip. And as I said in the previous videos, I like to kind of be with somebody that is familiar, a local. So, you know, I like to meet locals before I actually get to where I'm going. That way when I get there, I'm with someone that knows the area that can, you know, help me navigate. Hey, don't go here, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? Even though I do have a lot of experience traveling, this is my first time in this particular country. So I went the extra mile to, you know, get to know someone before. And, you know, so we met for the first time here. And yeah, so here we're grabbing some breakfast. This hotel is called Crown Plaza. I went over the hotel in my first video. They got some good breakfast. It's included. They literally serve like rice and beans for breakfast with like stuff we would eat for dinner. They serve for breakfast, but it's fire, man. It's fire. The breakfast was amazing. All right, so before we get really started, quick rundown on Nicaragua, man. It's a peaceful, good, chill vibe in Managua, in the city of Managua. So just like anywhere else, man, gotta be on your P's and Q's, use your street smarts. But check out this dish. All right, guys. We walked over to the mall across the street from the hotel. I just got a quick haircut. It was like $7. I couldn't record in there. So just to give you a quick rundown of what you're gonna see while I'm talking about the whole dating culture. We're just at this mall just looking around. I think I ended up buying like a keychain. So, okay, so here we go. So what I've found out about the dating culture. So me and Gabriela, we met online before I went to Managua, and she agreed that she would help me record videos. So she was nice enough to be around me a lot and, you know, just be a part of the videos. So anyways, and we had a lot of conversation. She's told me a lot about the girls, and I've even met one of her friends, one or two of her friends. ¿Qué es eso? Oh, keychain.
Sí. ¿Quiere?
Sí, no es caro.
¿Cuánto vale este? Okay. ¿Quieres este?
So I gathered a bit of information, so I know what I'm talking about at least. And I did my own little due diligence. If you know, you know. I am a travel channel, guys, so if you don't want to hear me talking about dating type of stuff, then maybe you might want to fast forward this part until I will show some more raw audio when I go into the streets. Okay, here we go. So what I've discovered, as in comparison to, let's say, DR, Colombia, America, here it seems like the women in a bunch are very much more conservative, at least in Managua. But I do think it's a countrywide thing. I think it's a cultural thing. because I found out, you know, through conversation, through doing my research, that the women, they tend to have less partners in their history. They tend to date to marry more.
¿Cómo se dice en inglés?
In English?
Sí.
Keychain.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keychain.
Sí.
Keychain. On average. Now, obviously, you're going to have your 304s, if you will. We're in a new mall right now.
Este es de Metro Centro.
Metro Centro?
Sí.
Alright, this mall is called Metro Central. Or your working women that are just trying to get money or opportunity. That's anywhere in the world, guys. But I'm just saying, if you would take the masses and compare them to some of the big cities we see that, you know, tend to have maybe a little bit more working women, this one, not so much. They're a little bit more conservative, a little bit more shy, a little bit more quiet. So if you're looking for just a straight up wife and not trying to have like fun, I think this would be a good spot to find an actual wife. They seem to be conservative, religious, and you know, you got to get to know them well, and you got to have the right intention. Unless you're just trying to have some fun. There's going to be the fun girls. There's always going to be fun girls. But yeah, to add to that point, don't ask me how. I met a 30-year-old young lady that was a virgin. And yes, she was saving herself. Not for marriage even. She said if she finds a good partner, she'll be willing to do the thing. You know, like I said, I did my due diligence. Don't ask me how. I met a 30-year-old virgin. I met chicks in their high 20s with a body count of 1, so they say. But you can tell by their their demeanor, how they do things. They're a little shy in a way. So yeah, that's kind of a quick rundown of the women. And how you can meet women, you can use Tinder, you can cold approach. If you don't know what that is, you can just walk up to them, spark a conversation. They're shy in the beginning, but they will open up to you. You know, I'm gonna give you all a feel. But anyways, let me just say this. If you wanna come to Nicaragua, it's good, it's safe. Obviously, you gotta be careful, you gotta know where you're going, but it's safe, man. You know, it's something different. Everybody going to Colombia and DR and Brazil, it's something different, you know. Saying they still got the same things here. The flight for me was real cheap. My flight was round trip $140 from Fort Lauderdale, so just a little FYI. But you know, beautiful women here, great food, stuff is cheap. You got cheap hotels and Airbnbs. You know, you could just get you a driver, get you whatever you need, you know. Or if you need some help and you want to visit Nicaragua, hit me up, because now I know people here. I know people that's lived here all their life, so hit me up. I can help you. But for the most part, you know, we're just chilling, exploring. I've just been chilling, exploring the area, but for the most part, it's, to me, when you start going to enough of the islands, they start becoming a little bit similar. There, of course, it's different. They talk different, but there's a lot of similarities. You know, because like when I post videos in certain islands, somebody will message me and think I'm somewhere else. That's how it is. That's how similar they are. You know, I had someone comment on my story that I made. It was like, "Oh, you went to Colombia, you didn't tell me." I'm like, "No, I'm not in Colombia." So yeah, and that was a person that lives in Colombia that hit me up and said that. So that's the similarity. But yeah. Anyways, let's see what else. I think I'm about to go buy a drink. So I'm I don't like to record without asking people, but sometimes it's like I'm just in the moment and I do it. But because here, the vibe that I picked up here is people are more conservative, more reserved, more laid back. It's not like a very big like culture where it's a bunch of tourists, at least not in Managua, in this city. In Granada, it's a lot of tourists. In Managua, it's a lot of locals, you know. So you can't even really, you gotta know a little Spanish, honestly. I should say that first. You gotta know a little Spanish, unless you got a tour guide that speaks English and this dude is like at your hip, but you gotta know a little Spanish. That's one thing. But typically the countries where you gotta know a little Spanish, it's typically you'll find better, more natural, more feminine, more all the good stuff you're looking you'll find more of, because when you go to, for example, when you go to Cartagena, Colombia, or Medellin, what's gonna happen is the women there are flocking towards that city because they are specifically looking for tourists. Why else would a woman be looking for a tourist? You know, she's trying to come up. But when you meet a chick out here that's natural, that wasn't looking for a tourist to begin with, you just happen to find her. Now you know she wasn't looking, you know what I'm saying? So that means she's not like just looking for a come up. And then she doesn't speak any English. So, you know, that's where you're gonna find the most natural, most feminine, if you're looking for women. But if you're just coming to explore, it's beautiful, beautiful country, mountains, all that good stuff. Has everything that other countries have. But anyways, to be continued. And if you are a woman looking for a man and you like to travel, yeah, that's a thing too. Wait, hold on, I want you guys to hear this part. We're in the streets. Take you out to the streets of Managua. Dime.
¿Quieres preguntar algo?
No, no es necesario, solo quiero grabar. ¿Qué tipo de postres hay?
Es como... ¿Tú quieres? Okay.
Try one of these Nicaraguan desserts.
¿Quieres probar esto? ¿Cuánto vale?
No, aquí. I'm just thirsty. It's so hot out here.
Este es como...
Okay, dime.
¿Cómo que se llama esta? Este es de león, de cosa de horno. Y este es cupcake, no, pastel. ¿Cómo se dice?
Okay,
Esta,
¿qué es eso?
Esta que está aquí, ¿cómo que se llama?
Esta es una empanada de queso y de piña.
Empanada de... No importa que grabemos.
¿Empanada de qué?
Empanada de queso y piña.
Cheese empanada.
Sí.
¿Y es frío o...?
No.
Oh, okay.
Es normal. Y este es frío.
Brazo gitano de manjar.
Brazo gitano de manjar.
Okay, let's try it. Un poquito.
¿Quieres uno? Él quiere uno, dice.
Este es una torta de manjar, pero tiene caramelo derretido borracho. Este lleva un poco de licor.
Ron, tequila.
Tequila.
Let's try this.
¿Cuál quiere? Esta.
Sí,
Porque a él le gusta el
vamos a...
esta.
So we're gonna try
Y
this.
el
She
cupcake.
said this one has rum in it. Oh, dime?
Esta es cupcake.
Okay, yeah, okay. We know those. Cupcake,
Café.
coffee. All right, we're gonna try something different. This is supposed
Este es un pudín
Sí, cupcake.
de
Bizcocho.
caramelo derretido y piña hawaiana.
Candy y piña.
okay. Diferente. These are, looks like these are just cakes. Just so y'all know, this is the place right here. Panes. Is it panes? Okay, panes is like breads. Yeah, so basically bread and pastries. selling desserts and stuff. But yeah, you know, we out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Outside with it. Everybody doesn't like to be recorded, so when you find someone that doesn't mind it, it's pretty cool.
¿Quieres tomar algo? ¿Water o coca?
Sí, agua.
Ah, no, solo en botella. En botella.
A piece of that cake.
Una, y tiene una cuchara que me viene. Ah, ok. ¿Tú quieres probar ahora?
Dime, explica eso otra vez.
Esta es... ¿Cómo me dijo que se llamaba esto?
Torta de manjar.
Torta de manjar con ron.
Okay.
Es que a él le gusta.
What she said with rum.
De esa
So, torta de something
No, solo
with
esta
rum.
es.
It's like, to me, it's like a rum cake.
La cuchara. Cuchara.
Cuchara.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna try it. She wanted to get us a cuchara.
Okay.
Oh, gracias. Like cold water. So should be good. Sure.
Puedes probar. Prueba.
Sí, solo probarlo. Mírame.
Okay.
So we're gonna just try that real quick.
No se la va a comer. Yo sé. ¿Cuánto le debemos?
So good. Muy bueno. Muy
Está
bueno.
buena.
Perfecto.
muy buena también.
Ah, pero es la
This is the store right here. That's the WhatsApp number right there. So if you're ever in Managua, come check this out. A little stand, little cake stand. It's actually fire. Very, very good.
No lo cuelgan de almendra, sino esto lo cuelgan de almendra, este de naranja,
¿Qué valen los pudines?
35.
Yeah,
No sé qué le puedo
it's
llevar.
good stuff here.
Como quería como...
The overall vibe is more conservative. So if that's what you're into, obviously you gotta understand the average salary over there right now is like $200 a month. That's what they said.
Espera. ¿Tú quieres sentarte ahora?
Okay?
¿Qué tú quieres hacer?
No importa.
Ok.
Obviously, you're gonna have people that do better and people that do worse, but that's the average. That's the norm. You can get like an apartment for like $200-300 a month there. So, you know, there are expats there, but more so in the city of Granada. Managua is a lot of locals. Another thing you should know about the city of Managua, which I believe I mentioned in a previous video, but I'll say it again. You gotta know some Spanish, man, because majority of people here only speak Spanish. Yeah, don't be a lazy traveler, man. Learn some of the language when you'll have a way better experience. Anyways, man, if you guys have any direct questions, man, leave it in a comment or shoot me a message on Instagram. I will respond. I will drop my Instagram in the bio of this video. ¿Es policía aquí o no? So now we're heading to a restaurant. I believe this is the last restaurant I'll be going on during this trip. Alright guys, here is the name of the place. You can pause it, you can rewind. It was fire.
dice que no hay problema que tú puedas trabajar. Entonces nosotros turistas. Yo.
All right, guys. In closing, I had a great trip to Nicaragua. You know, I got to meet some cool people. I got to see some great things. And, you know, here's a restaurant we went to. It was pretty nice, man. And it wasn't very expensive. And this is considered like fine dining. So for a fine dining experience, I think I paid like $40. And that's like on the upper end. We had 2 meals. I had alcohol. And we had 2 drinks, all that for like $40. There's my food, there's her food. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, man. We're gonna travel the world.